Perek HaMocher Es Abayis Daf Ayin. Sponsored the Refuah Shlema for Shalom Aaron Ben Chana. One who sells land can retain significant, fully grown trees, not small trees. The Gemara defines a significant tree concerning palm trees. Rab defines it as one that requires climbing up a rope to pick its fruit. Other trees, the Dayane Gola, define it as one that the yoke of an ox cannot bend. The Gemara established earlier that carob trees mature enough for grafting and sycamore trees mature enough for pruning are significant and not included in a land sale. The Gemara analyzes whether this ruling changes when the seller includes them in the contract. The first version. The seller stipulates, I am selling this field except for one carob or sycamore tree. His stipulation can be understood as retaining only one tree or increase his rights to that tree. Based on Rabbi Akiva's opinion that a seller sells generously, he would have to renegotiate his right of way to his tree. To avoid this, he stipulated, according to the Chachamim, a seller sells stingily. Despite this, he stipulated for this tree to guarantee his ownership. The Gemara concludes unquestionably he did not sell the other trees with the field. There is no difference between this and one stipulating, my field is sold to you except for the field next to it. He sold one field. Despite his stipulation, we do not assume his intent was to sell all his other fields. These trees, being similar to independent properties, are not assumed to be included in the sale of the field just because he stipulated with the exception of one tree. The second version. The seller stipulates, I am selling the field except for half of a grafted carob or a pruned sycamore. His stipulation can be understood as selling half the tree, or since he retains them without a stipulation, his intent was to increase his rights. The Gemara concludes the same logic applies as in the first version, similar to where he stipulates, I am selling you a field except half another. He does not acquire even half. He sold one field. The exception is concerning a totally separate field, not related to the sale. The Gemara digresses to another topic. One deposits something with a custodian. The transaction was recorded in a document. Although the depositor still possesses the document, the custodian claims he returned the deposit. Rav Chizda argues to believe him based on amigo. He could have advanced a stronger claim, nensu. The deposit suffered an unavoidable mishap, accepted with an oath, even in the face of the depositor's possession of the document. The Gemara suggests that Rav Chizda adopted one opinion of an earlier dispute of Amoraim. The Gemara brings a case where an investor produces a document against an orphan's estate, stating he provided capital for a joint business venture with their father. The Nardoya established such a business arrangement as half loan, half deposit. The investor and manager, in this case the orphan's father, assume half the profits and half the losses. The estate has to pay the half loaned. There is no claim the court could advance on behalf of the orphans. The father did not have a receipt, he paid the half loaned. However, according to Rav Chizda, the court can claim on behalf of the orphans the half deposited. Their father returned based on the migo. The Dayane Gola disagree. The investors claim, Shtorcha biyadi my boy, what is your document doing in my possession, outweighs the migo. Only the Dayane Eretz Yisrael hold the father's claim, I returned it, is believed, and the investor is entitled only to the half loaned. Perhaps he returned it, the half deposited, without a receipt. If the investor would later claim it with his document, he would claim onus. The Gemara resolves both opinions according to Rav Chizda. The Dayane Gola hold, although the father would have been believed with a claim, I returned it, the court cannot advance such a claim on behalf of the orphans because he did not notify this to them on his deathbed. The Dayane Eretz Yisrael hold he may have died before having the opportunity. Although both Rav Chizda and Rav Huna held the court does not advance the claim their father returned the half deposited, Rava and Marzutra decide in favor of advancing it on their behalf. They pay only the half loan. If you're enjoying Daf 5, please click on the link below, subscribe, and become a sponsor. Thank you.